Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm your host, Kimbo, podcast where we uncover the stories behind the creativity. Get ready to be inspired. So sit back and grab a slice of life.
On a Slice of Life podcast with Kimbo. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We are back with another episode of Kimbo Slice of Life. We got David here, aka DJ. If y'all don't know what he does by his name already, then you can't put two and two together. DJ is a DJ.
He's a DJ.
Me and David actually we met like on set like last summer. It was piping hot.
Yeah, probably about
It was
so hot.
It was a year ago.
Yeah, and it was so hot.
Yeah, we were out there all
trying
day.
To fight for the shade and the seats, standing.
I remember too. Also, shout out to David, DJ. Okay, it's one or the other.
You can call me David.
What are we gonna call you?
You can call me David.
Okay, but he goes by DJ.
Yeah, that's my stage name.
That's his stage name, guys. Okay, but shout out to David. If y'all didn't go to my podcast relaunch party in January, then you missed out. Sorry.
You really did. We had a good time.
He made the playlist.
Of pizza.
Yeah, he made the playlist for the party, so it was a grand time. Tell us, how did you get into DJing? Like, when did that start?
So I've always loved music. Music has always been like a very instrumental part of my life.
No pun intended.
Yeah. I kind of meant it when I thought about it before I said it. I was like, yeah, that's a good one. Okay. But yeah, it's always been a big part of my life. My dad used to DJ.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle DJs. And then now I DJ.
Oh, so you got a family full of DJs.
Yeah, so I got people I can go to, talk to, learn things, and get guidance in DJing rather than like out here just like going at it alone, because I hate that idea. So yeah, that's pretty much. And then it was more recent that I like got into it for real, because I used to always like DJ for like friends and stuff. Like if we're just having like a kickback or something, I'm just put on the aux. So I am the DJ without like the official title, but now I have the official title and the equipment.
So now you have all the equipment. So how did you know what to buy? Like because of your dad?
Because of my dad and my uncle, but also I started DJing weddings and stuff through a company. And through this company, we were able to, like, they would provide the equipment. And so I could kind of see, okay, this is what I would need if I wanted to, do what I'm doing now on my own too.
Oh, okay. So you kind of just like took note about like, okay, this is what I would need.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I learned it just through like going through that company. It taught me a lot of things in regards to like what I needed, where I would need to be, and just like how to set everything up. And then that's when I reached out to like my dad and my uncle to like further that knowledge and like get some more like tips and stuff and like their equipment.
Oh, okay. So how do you find the jobs? Is it through that company still, or are you doing it like freelance?
So I'm kind of doing both now. Through the company, primarily I'll do weddings. Which are like it's a fun thing to do, honestly. Like I like doing weddings, but outside of the weddings that I do through the company, like I'll do like parties. I've done, what are they called? Like company events. And so that's pretty much the parties and stuff that I've done.
Is every wedding like different?
Every wedding is different.
So how do you know what kind of style of music to play per wedding?
You have to meet with them before.
Oh, really?
Like way in advance.
Do they give you a playlist? Some?
So that's primarily what I'll ask for is like, give me 50 or so songs that you like and that you definitely want to hear played. Because that way I can also understand like your vibe and what you actually enjoy hearing, but also just have a place to go back to. Whereas in the like if we're at the reception, and I can see like I'm playing a different style of music than maybe that you requested, but the vibe is right and everybody's having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go too far in one direction, you can tell, you can see the vibe change
Uh-huh.
up. I know I can bring it back with those songs that they provide to me.
Do you ever feel like embarrassed when they're like, oh man, no one's dancing?
Yes.
Really? Because
Yes.
I've always wondered that, even when I'm like at the bar and I just see like no one on the dance floor. And I was like, I wonder if the DJ ever feels like, am I not playing good music? Like, is that something normal? You think
that's a normal, I think that's a normal thought for DJs. It's
Yeah.
like, because you want people to move, you really want to play off the vibe of the whoever you're playing for. If it's the club or whatever, you want to move off of what they're enjoying and kind of stay in that vibe. But it also, I think, depends on what the vibe is supposed to be, because some bars are not necessarily for dancing.
Right.
So does it matter that they're not dancing, you know? So you're not necessarily in your head about it because they're not supposed to be dancing necessarily.
Right. It's like a sit down bar or something.
Right.
Chill
Yeah,
bar.
or like,
yeah.
Yeah. So I think it just depends for sure.
So how do you think like your style has evolved over time? Like in the beginning, did you just play whatever and then now you like feel it?
I think in the beginning, I was kind of just like, I need a better term than that. I was kind of just like doing it, right? Like I was just kind of like going based off of for sure what I was provided, like those 50 songs or whatever. I was definitely going with those 50 songs. But now I kind of understand more about weddings for sure, being that it's been like 10 or so weddings so far. I understand more about weddings, when you want people up dancing versus when you don't want people up dancing. And there are generic like songs that everybody knows and everybody's gonna dance to.
Right. Like
Dance
Cupid
with
Shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle, everyone's gonna want to dance. I get out there and I'll do the dance.
Really?
And I'll, like, in case somebody doesn't know, I'm on the mic because I'm also emceeing and hosting the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So in the reception, I'm introducing the newlyweds as they come out. I'm introducing the wedding party. I'm introducing all the dances. Like, I'm emceeing it as well.
Wait, what does MC stand for? I don't actually know. You don't know?
I'm stumped. MC. Oh, Master of Ceremonies.
Okay, see, you do know. He knows, guys.
I do know. It was just like no one asked that question often.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? I was like, what does that mean?
So Master of Ceremonies. So like, I basically run the show.
Right.
Like nothing goes without me saying it on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's a lot of responsibility. But just keep the bride happy.
Yeah.
Keep the bride happy.
The bride. Is it different like when you do like a party or like a little event? Is it more intimate, do you think?
I think yes. I think it depends. Again, it like kind of depends on what kind of party it is.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, like next weekend, I'm gonna be kind of DJing this intimate like house party, but it's not a big house party. It's more like this. We're on a trip. We're in Austin. We're going to Austin. So we're in Austin. We have an Airbnb and we're going to be in for the night. I'm going to DJ. Like, it's just going to be like the 10 of us who are here.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not going to be a big event. I'm probably going to get people requesting stuff. I'm probably not going to like do a whole lot of mixing. Keep it real, almost like playlisty, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Versus the weekend after that, I'll be doing a bigger house party. Where I'm gonna have to do a little bit more mixing and like just vibing off of the energy of the crowd, because it's gonna be like a party versus like a kickback.
Right.
You know.
So, for like, how do you curate your music like selection? It's like, okay, these people like country, or these people like Spanish, or these people like. So you already know that prior.
So it's hard to go off of like everybody, because you can't please everybody at the end of the day.
True.
So I like to go off of the person of the hour, right? Like, if it's your birthday, what do you like to listen to? And if you
Drake.
want That's why I put Drake in the playlist
Right.
for your podcast party, your launch party, because I knew you like Drake. And so I was like, okay. And not to say that I don't like Drake. I like
Right.
Drake. I just don't listen to him all the time. So I went through and I listened to Drake music in order to kind of understand, you know, what can go with Drake also, and like how to make a good playlist and how the flow should go from song to song.
So it's basically, it's more over like feeling the vibe is really what.
Yeah, feel the vibe. I practice beforehand. I'll sit down probably like for 2-3 hours. And this is, well, I guess I spend a lot more time than that when I think about it, because before I even sit down to like practice with the music, I got to come up with the music. And most of the time that's either from the playlist that I'm provided, and then I go through and I'm like, okay, I can see what you want, what you like, and I just go through like different Spotify playlists that include that artist, or just go through the genre and see things that that I like, really, because I like all. I can appreciate every genre. I like music. Which is why like I can get into country. Like I like I'm not the most, I don't necessarily love country, but there's some
But
country
you can get
music
down
out
to
there.
it.
Yeah, you can vibe, you can jam. Like a lot of people hate on Taylor Swift. I kind of like Taylor. After these weddings I've had to play Taylor Swift for, I'm like, okay, I see it.
That's hilarious.
I can actually see. I can see where y'all are getting this love for Taylor from.
So you're a Swiftie now?
Not saying I'm a Swiftie. I don't know about that, but I will.
Don't put that label on me, okay?
Okay, no hate, no shade, no tea. But I can appreciate her music, and I can understand how she became who she is now. Like I can see the progression of her career and the music, and she can write the hell out of a song. The writing in her music, I sing along because I'm like, no, this is she's speaking right now. She's loud.
Like, this hits.
Yeah, like Antihero. I was like, oh wow, like this is what I generally people think of you, and you're like singing about it, right? And I'm like, okay, I like this. But
you appreciate like, okay, you appreciate the lyrics a bit more, or the artist a little bit more.
And I appreciate the artist a little bit more because I appreciate the art, like I appreciate the music. So it's like, okay, I can see how everyone's like a T-Swizzle fan. I hate when people try to put artists against artists, but because I think there's room for everybody.
Right.
So everybody can make music. The more art, the better. The more music, the better. Especially for me, being the DJ, the more music, the better. But yeah, I can appreciate the artist.
What has been like your like favorite moment? Like, do you have any memorable experiences?
My favorite. So, it's good or bad, doesn't matter. Oh, you said favorite, not memorable. Okay.
Favorite, yeah.
Okay, so good.
More
Let's
on
go
the
with
good
good.
side.
A good experience. I was doing a wedding, and I enjoy the last few weddings I've done have been really, really fun. Because like the wedding party, the couple, the guests, everyone's just having a good time, enjoying themselves, dancing to every song that I play. And at this one, I don't know what song it was, but I started to record. I started to record the party because I was like, this is great. It had to be just like one of their favorite songs. And it had to be something like No Air. I think it was No Air, Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I start playing the song. All of a sudden, they've picked up the bride and the groom into the air, and they're just singing to each other from across the way. And I'm just like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, that's so cute. So that was like a good night for me. Very memorable.
I remember that song, No Air. Like, it came out like, I don't even know. Maybe I was like in middle school. Oh, I'm saying my age right now. But
it was middle school.
everybody can get down to that. Like, that song like hits the vibe to this day.
And throwbacks hit the most, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Across the board. Like you can play throwbacks for almost anybody and they'll pick up on it. Within age group.
Right.
Like that's the other thing about weddings. You're playing for kid to
Baby boomer.
Like,
Yeah.
you're playing for everybody, and so you have to make sure to have that balance of like new school, for lack of a better phrase, and old school,
Right.
to make sure that everybody's
Content.
dancing and content and having a good time, and no one's complaining, because we don't like those.
Does it ever bother you, like, when, like, song requests, when you're like, I wonder ever, because sometimes I wonder, like, when people go to the bar and, like, they request a song, like, I wonder if that bothers the DJ. I guess it just depends who, maybe.
I think it depends who. I definitely think it depends who, but also just, like, what it is. Like, people coming up to me and requesting songs at a wedding, I accept it based off of, what the bride or the groom wants.
She got a dunk.
It's like, I don't know. I think we're supposed to keep it G-rated around here. I'm not sure if we can play the cuss words. I gotta go find the clean version, all of that. But I'm sorry, what was the question? I got lost.
What do you enjoy most? Is that what I asked? Is that what I asked?
I'm not sure if that
Now
was a
you-
question.
Oops. No, you got me lost.
I don't even know what I was
Wait, what did I
talking
ask,
about.
guys? I'm just kidding.
No.
Okay. I don't even remember what I said now.
Um,
No, just tell me what you enjoy most about being a DJ. Because I don't remember what I said.
what I enjoy most,
This he is.
it's whooping me too. But it's okay. We are powering through. Because when we have a good time, I'm not thinking about it. That was the first time I thought about it this whole time.
Oh,
actually.
dang it.
So,
I just brought it up.
but it's okay. It's okay. We'll get past it. Favorite thing about being a DJ, having control of the music. That's probably my favorite thing. Number one, I love having the control of the music. Because I think I'm good at playing. Like, I think I'm good at finding good songs, good music. I play good music. No,
Oh, now I remember what I said.
what'd you say?
Does it bother you when people request songs?
Does it?
Because you said your favorite thing about being a DJ is having control over the music. So now you just reminded me. Does it bother you when people request?
And does it bother me?
But like I said, it just depends, I think.
It depends. I think it depends on the environment. But like at a house party, I mean, it doesn't really bother me. But me having to remember the song that you requested is hard. Which is why I appreciate those DJs. I've been at the club where they'll have like, this is also funny. They'll have like a Cash App, and you basically have to send them money to request the song because they're like behind glass. They can't hear you anyways. But you send them money and you put the song in the Cash App note. So that way, but even if there's like I've also seen it where there's like a link and you just go to the site and you put the name of the song in there. And that way they're keeping track. And I think I'm going to start doing something like that because otherwise we're just writing down names of songs, music's loud, people yelling at songs at me.
A lot of people like put it on their phones, hold it up.
Love that because that's even easier. Like, or they'll request songs that I don't even know and then look at me crazy because I don't know the song. And it's like, dude, you're 50.
Aren't you supposed to know every song I request?
Dude, you're like 50. Why would I know this song from way back when? I don't know this song. But then I'll play it or find it eventually, play it. And I'm like, okay, I can see why you like it. Okay. But I'm okay with requests for the most part. But sometimes people requesting songs or continuously request
the same song or the same person
coming back,
and you're like, okay, that's
it
enough.
could kind of feel like, are you trying to say I'm not good at my job? You're trying to say I'm not doing everybody else is dancing, why are you? And I also hate that moment where everybody's dancing, having a good time, and you're coming over here asking for more songs. I'm clearly good at my job. You're having a great time. Just go do that. Go do that. I remember this one time, when she comes up to me, she's like trying to request a song I've never heard of. Turns out it's by One Direction. It was by One Direction, but I already had a One Direction song literally that I was about to play next. It's like, girl, I got you, but you worried about the wrong thing. You go back out there, you dance. I got the music.
We're like, let me control. Let me do what I'm doing.
I got it. That song's coming next. You didn't even have to tell me. I knew. I knew that it was time. But yeah.
How do you stay inspired, like, and continue to push like your boundaries through your sets?
Staying inspired. So I think social media does a great job with its algorithms to where it's like it plays you exactly like, I don't know why our phones are listening, right? Like they can hear everything, but it does a good job of like playing. I'll see DJs on my feed, and they're always like new mixes or things that I've never heard before, and that inspires me. It's like, ooh, okay, and then I'll like think of another mix, it's like, maybe this with this will go, like. I think that's one way I stay inspired. But also, I guess just like keeping up with the new music or trying to. You can't keep up with everything, but listening to new music and going out, getting out the house and going into like the environments that have DJs, right? Like going into clubs, bars.
I'm just like taking note.
Yeah, just like I'm mentally, like subconsciously, I know I'm taking note of a lot of the stuff. And it's even something I used to do before I DJ'd. I used to pay attention to the DJ, which is kind of crazy thinking about it now because I didn't realize that until now. That I used to actually watch the DJs and just listen to the way that they were mixing music, and I would kind of judge them, which also makes me feel like I want to progress to a level where I feel comfortable doing like a club scene. DJing for a club versus DJing for a wedding, two different things, two totally different vibes. But I want to get there, and so I think that is like that's my motivation. It's like I want to be good enough for that. So keep practicing, keep doing shows, keep doing weddings and parties and stuff. So even like the small things, like the thing I'm doing next weekend, I kind of asked to do it. Like I wasn't asked to do it. I was just like, I just see this as an opportunity to get some feedback.
Right.
Because I can hear one thing and everybody else can hear something else. So it's good to get feedback because we all receive things differently. So
correct.
Yeah.
What kind of advice do you have to people who are like aspiring to DJ?
Aspiring to DJ? Ooh. I feel like I'm still aspiring to DJ in a sense. Like, advice. It's never too late to be a DJ. DJs come in all ages, sizes, and everything. So, and DJs are needed for lots of different things. So, if you need to, start small. Do like, friends and family things, friends and family events, small friends and family gatherings. That way, you can get feedback and also see if it's something that you actually want to do. Because a lot of people don't want to be stuck behind the DJ booth. You think you do until you really are. And then it's like, oh, I can't even go like grab a drink right now. Like, you got 2 minutes and 30 seconds before you need to play the next song. So, but I say just go for it, honestly. Just go for it. That's kind of what I did. I just kind of went for it. And honestly, like with that company I was talking about, like, I think if you can find a mentor or someone to help kind of usher you into DJing, I think that that's the best way to go, because you don't want to just start buying stuff.
Right.
If you just start, I did that before. I did that a long time ago. Just started buying stuff didn't know how to use it, didn't know what I needed. I just thought, yeah, no, I need all this equipment, and then never did anything with it because I didn't know what to do with it, and ended up sending it all back. So it's just like a waste of time and energy. So I say, go with a mentor.
Do your research.
Yeah. Lots of research into the equipment, and don't start off buying the most expensive thing. Don't buy the most expensive thing. You're not ready for the most expensive thing when you first start out, because it can do so much that you just need to learn how to do the basics. Start with the basics, and then just build on top of that.
Solid advice, guys. So y'all remember that. You don't need the most expensive thing.
I'm working on that myself, okay?
We all are, aren't we? Because we want what's good right away, but it takes up to that.
Yeah, you want to work, and that's also like a goal. Like, you should aspire to be good enough to like use that board, for instance, like, because it's just so these equipment pieces get so complicated, and there's so much that they can do. Even like not the most expensive one, but like maybe the average one can do more than you think it can. So definitely start there, and build on top.
What's your favorite pizza?
Oh, like we need a place or a type?
Whichever. Either or both.
So my favorite pizza is the Honey Bastard from Cane Rosso. Cane Rosso.
I think it's Cane Rosso.
I don't know. It's not, because if it's Italian, is it Italian? I mean, pizza's Italian, so I don't know.
Wait, what kind of pizza is that?
Honey Bastard. So it has like this barbecue honey marmalade on it, right? And like these fancy pepperonis. It's not pepperoni, but it's something like pepperoni, and so I just call it fancy pepperoni. And it's just so good. That's all that and cheese, right? But
when you said that, why did I think of honey mustard?
It's so good. And honey mustard is my favorite sauce. So honey's doing something for me. I don't know.
Who's honey? Where are they at?
The honey with the tang. Honey tang. Oh, love honey. But yeah, definitely that.
Love honey.
But if it's
we
not
love some honeys.
Love pepperoni. Pepperoni. Like, you can never go wrong with pepperoni.
Right. That's what I say. I was like, pepperoni.
You gotta keep it cute with your pepperoni.
All right, David, or also known as DJ. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story. Appreciate you. Y'all go check out DJ on Instagram.
Yeah.
Don't check him out.
Yeah, no. Check me out. Instagram at _Davo. 2 H's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
It's been great.
YouTube fam, don't forget to subscribe, like. You can find Kimball Slice of Life on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We are going to take a little summer break after this, so we'll see y'all in a month.